Hello, hello. Am I audible to all of you? Am I visible and audible to you? Yes, yes. Hello, hello. Okay, nice, nice. Let's just wait for 2 3 minutes and then we will start with the React optimization techniques. Okay, so we will start the session at 7:03. Okay. So okay. So, just before starting, I like to tell you that this would be a 5 day boot camp, and in these 5 days, we will be learning about how we optimize our React code. And by like optimizing the React code means that you are optimizing the front end so that there are easy re-rendering or easy loading, or what you say, so that the your app, which is actually a scalable app, it is easy to use that particular app, and it is a user friendly, like the user does not have to wait for a long time to get a particular response, right? So you'll be seeing that how I'll make it sure that you will see the real world example also, that where the particular thing is being used, and then I'll be sharing, or we will be making some code so that it is visible to you in our code also, in a very simple manner, right? So your end product would look something like this. So like it would be very much easy to for you to understand a high scale optimization with this particular simple what you say simple examples. Okay. Each day I'll come and show you the real world example also. Okay, the real world example of the particular optimization, and then we will implement it in our own way so that it is easy for you to understand. Okay. So our today these are the 5 days. You can just take the screenshot. Okay. I'll be sharing the notes, so be updated in the what you say community group. Okay, in that all the codes and what you say all the notes would be shared. Okay, now before starting, let me share the GitHub link, though the notes would be having the GitHub link too. But if someone wants to just code along with me, so they can also like, because there would be things that you need to take from this particular what you say GitHub repo. Okay. Now don't comment for a minute. I am actually sharing this particular GitHub link. Okay, wait a minute. I am sharing my GitHub link, and then we will start. Okay. So before setting up the directory, I'll show you that what optimization we will be heading towards, right? So I think we can start, and this is my GitHub repo. Because if someone I'll just suggest you that you should code along with me. Okay, it would be great that if you code along with me, because there would be some code that we will be needing from this tree. I have made this particular thing, and we will implement it in our own way. Okay, nice. I think we are good to go. I think we shall start the session now. So, like before moving towards like the day one, I'll tell you that why we are doing these React optimization. We will be doing these React optimization. We want so that it is easy on the user side, that if he clicks on something, he gets that particular response very fast. Okay, and on the server side also, that that particular thing has not to be re-render if not needed. If needed, then definitely the re-render should happen and that particular response should be shown. But there are some things, suppose if you have ever seen the Facebook site. So what happens when you are scrolling down? So you are scrolling the middle section, but the left and the right section, like there is some like what you say, home and games are there on the right hand side, and friends on the right hand side or on the left hand side. What actually happens, that middle portion is the one which actually gets updated. Okay, now suppose we go to a Amazon site, Amazon e-commerce site. So what is happening, suppose I go to the cart section. So this would be the cart that I must be like purchasing someday. So see what is happening when I am actually doing a minus here. Okay, so what is happening, only this particular thing is changing. Okay, and this needs to be changed because I have minused it, I have subtracted it. So this should be 3, but you would see that these particular two things which I have in my cart, they are not changing because I have not touched them. I have not touched them also, right? So I want like the re-render should happen only if needed, right? Suppose what you see, if I do minus 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 and these particular things are also changing, then it is not like optimized approach, right? It would lead to a slow response from a side. Are you able to get my point? So this particular in the, if we talk about its particular code, they, you must be using some optimization by which they are only able to re-render this particular part, this particular component of the page, not the rest part. Okay, I think this particular thing is clear. I'm looking at the chat session. If anyone has doubt in this, just ask me here, because this is what we will be implementing in our project. That we will be doing something plus minus, and we will see that rest of the particular thing would not be loading. Uh, I think this particular thing would be clear to you, right? That what the optimization is needed, and it is actually the real world application that I have shown you, right? Right. Okay. I think we can go. And right. Again, short revision. Okay. So short revision, in like in one liner, if I want to say that what is happening if I am doing plus, what is happening, only this particular thing is changing. Okay. Not the other two things. So we will be implementing this optimization. Okay, because I have not touched these two things at all. I don't either want that this particular thing would be re-rendered again. Okay, so how we will be implementing in our code, I'll be showing you before part and after part. Okay, like before adding the optimization, how the things are working, and after adding the optimization, how the things are working. Okay, now I think we can start with the directory part. We will be like setting up our directory. In notes you will be given that how the directory is there. Okay, so stay updated in the community group. Okay, React, fine. Okay, now we'll open this particular thing. Oh, okay. So I would like to like you should be like code along with me. Otherwise, all the setup commands and all other things would be shared uh, in the community group. Okay, open the terminal. We'll be opening the terminal. Okay, write the npm create white at the red latest React Optimization Lab, okay, or optimizer, and template should be React. I think these all things would be clear to you. Just terminate for now. We'll change directory to React Optimizer. There would be a typo, you can just correct it. npmi and npm run dev. Okay, now open this particular link. We'll see that is it working or not. Yes, so our React, we have set up our React particular thing. Now you would be requiring some of the code which I told you from my GitHub. We'll be like taking up the CSS from here. Okay, we'll go to source, styles.css. We'll be taking the CSS part, and then we will be optimizing our code. You can correct the name or rename it. Okay, for now you can just rename it. Okay, so are you able to get my point that what React optimization we will be doing? Like I have shown you that with the real world example also, right? We want the main.jsx code from here. Okay, main.jsx and I think app.jsx code too. You can just delete for now because these are the things that we will be making in the forward things. So now our CSS should be loading. So this would be the thing that you'll be showing on you. Okay, so if someone is not able to get, you can just uh, like go back and see that what commands that I have put on. It will be very easy for you because this is a very like because these would be the things that you will be seeing in the real life. So it would be very much easy for you to understand. Okay, so now before starting coding, I'll be telling you that what optimization we would be performing. So you come to Amazon site. I am watching in the cart section. Okay, so what is happening if I am doing plus here? What is happening? Only this particular component of the page is getting reloaded. Okay, are you able to get my point? The other two things are not changing because I have not like touched them. So why would they change? Okay, so what it is able to do, it is able to provide a service. uh, okay, so if you are not able to see the screen well, see I have one phone here in which I am seeing the screen. I think this is particular thing is fine, I think. Okay, I think there must be some issue on your side. Okay, now let's just focus on the particular concept. Okay, the thing I am saying, what the thing which I am saying does not actually like just you can just listen it also. I think there's something on your side, connection from your side. So what is happening if I am doing plus? What is happening? Only this particular component of the page is changing, not this particular two because I have not changed them. So what it does, it actually provides on the user side a good speed of the response from the site. And how it is providing that particular speed? Because there is many things that the particular code is not performing, which is unnecessary. Like unnecessary things are removed, due to which a good response is being achieved by the site and given to the user. Okay, So I think this particular thing would be clear. And how we will be implementing it, now we will implement in the code. I'll show you, and then you will able to easily get all the points. So in this particular thing, come in the source section, make a new folder by the name of days. Okay, days. In this particular, make another folder day. Okay, in the day section, right, I think this is the what the command directory is looking like. In the days, there are day one. Okay, there is day one. So I can rename it. Wait a minute. Okay, and I want a new folder in it, which is saying at day one. In the day one, a new file which is showing you the before.jsx, and you will be seeing after.jsx. Okay, I think we can start the coding part. Okay, so in this particular thing, you will be requiring my GitHub. There is a demo session in which the demo, like the CSS part and the structuring of the particular page is there. So all of the code day one will be available. Yes, it is already available. Yes, I have already made the project, pushed it once. All days code would be there. Okay. So day one before, we'll check for the day one before. So what this will do, we are actually avoiding all the CSS part, I think. So I think we can start the coding part. Okay, now we'll be making a function which will be saying as render count. Render count will be the structuring name which will be passed into it later. Const c is useref. The initial state of the useref is 0. c.current should be plus plus. Okay, you will be able to get that what code I am writing as soon as we start like seeing the output on the screen. Okay, span class name badge name. Okay, you want me to zoom in? Is this particular thing clear now? Name. Okay, there. And this particular function, don't be like, I'll tell you that this particular part of the code is actually a dummy. You can say that it is a kind of a dummy thing that is actually showing that this is a heavy object. Okay, so it would be easy for you to understand, then that will perform. Okay, performance, these two particular line are like the dummy codes. Okay, it is actually making our code looking bulky. Not looking bulky, it is actually making our code bulky because we are running a loop for a 5 milliseconds kind of a thing. Okay, now in this we'll make the label. Okay, and we will render count. The function that we made in the starting, we are passing name in it as label. Okay, so I think which environment are you? So this is the particular thing we'll be using. I think you all must be good at this, what you say, the hooks. If you are not, I have actually taken a good boot camp on it as well. Okay, yeah, if you're a beginner, I'll suggest you one thing that for now you can just see the session and just see how the optimization is working. I'll suggest you that after the session, just go through the bootcamp of uh, the React hooks. So it would be very much useful for you, and then you can just continue with this. For now, you can just see that how the optimization would be done. Okay, just wait for a minute. I'll show you that how we optimized our code. On click, I want set count plus one. Okay, and in this I'll be showing the count, and here I'll be rendering all the child with the label card B, card C. And now you'll come to app.jsx. You will import day one before, and you come to this part, to the GitHub. Uh, the source part, app.jsx. This particular thing would be taken up from here, and now you will able to see that what optimization we performed. Okay, like we actually saw in the Amazon website, what was happening, we were doing this plus, and the rest of the particular things are not being reloaded. Okay, but for now what I have done is that I have not applied any of the optimization. Okay, there is no optimization in my code. So what is going to happen when I am actually going to do count plus, these card which I am actually not clicking at all, they will also get re-rendered, and you will able to see their count when they are going to re-rendered like here. Okay, you will see that, suppose I'll do count plus plus. So what is happening, let me just zoom in if someone is not able to. So what is happening, count is getting to 2 with this particular thing. This card A, card B, and card C are also getting re-rendered without any use. I have not even touched them. Okay, so our code is not optimized at this particular place. Suppose, are you able to get my point? I am doing count plus plus, count plus plus, and card A, card B, card C are getting unnecessarily getting re-rendered without of any use. Suppose you just go up here, and in the code of the child you write console dot log, and what you'll be consoling, you didn't touched me, but I am still re-rendering. And this is what the optimization we will be doing. Okay, okay, yes, I am using Visual Studio Code as the environment. You did that I didn't even touch the child function, but still it is going to be re-rendered. Suppose if you go and do, suppose command I inspect. So see, for the one time when I am open the screen, they must be showing on our screen. So for that re-render, that is fine. Like once you open the site, everything loads, right? That re-render you cannot like undo it. Okay, otherwise how will the site work? But suppose what I am doing, I am actually touching the count plus plus. I am not touching the card A, card B, card C. But you will see that the console log statement that is written in this particular code would be seen in that console log. Okay, suppose you do count plus plus, you it didn't even touch the card A. Okay, see, you didn't even touched, but I'm still re-rendering. Okay, so this is the optimization that we will be performing. And for this particular optimization, there is a very good function which is provided by React itself, that is React.memo. What this React.memo do, it actually memorizes your code and see like okay, you are not changed from your previous state, so I am not re-rendering you. Okay, so I am not re-rendering you, you can just what you say, you can just re-render the other things. I am actually able to, what you say, I will not re-render you. Okay, I think this particular thing would be clear. So now we will optimize our code. So see, we saw the problem, we took the measure, and now we will fix and verify it again in our after code. And now we will be optimizing this code. Okay, so you go to my GitHub. I can barely see the screen. I think this is the max zoom that I can perform on my screen. Okay, so you can watch the particular, what you say, the lecture on the. So you can start. Yes, yes. Once I'll just finish it, day one. It is very, I think, very easy for you. I'll just revise it for you. Okay. Again, I'll revise it for you. Okay. Now I'll be writing the code with, what you say, with the optimized version. Now I'll be using that React memo that I just told you. That you will see that you are not touching the card A, card B, card C. So these three would not be re-rendering. Okay. So what you say, you'll say function. I think now the code should be clear. Okay. Function render count. We are destructuring the name, and I'll be also like telling you the flow of the code. If someone is new, I'll be telling you the code also. But I'll advise you to first watch the bootcamp of the basic React memo. So what is re-rendering? Okay, I'll explain. Let's just first finish this. I'll explain you. So this is the same code that we have written. You can either copy paste to. Okay, that's your choice. Class name. Name, I am going to say, would be c.current value. Okay, this particular thing is clear. And now we will be using that particular thing. You'll see that how the particular code is different from the previous one, right? React.memo. This is the, like, the ultimate thing that we have added. Like what we were doing, we were actually making a function. Okay, we are just making a, what you say, component without using React.memo. So sir. Yes, yes. The project that I am making, this is the only project that you have to make. Like you have to make along with me. Okay, or after the completion of the class, you can come and like recreate the project once you understand. Okay, this is the project that you have to make. Okay, so what thing I have changed from the previous one. First, I was just creating this particular component. I have not memoized it, but now what I am doing, I am actually creating a memo, so that this particular thing would be memoized. Okay, or this particular thing would be, like, I'll tell you the major difference, but this is like the core difference between the previous and our new code. Okay. 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 So function, now I'm going to destructure the label if coming, and then I think there is some difference. Okay. Sir, can we get this code? Yes, on my GitHub link. Okay, I have already provided the GitHub link. If you are late, then no worries. Just stay updated in the community group. On those, my notes would be shared. In those notes, my GitHub link is there. Okay. Okay, suppose now const start. So this is actually the dummy code that I am writing. Okay, this dummy code, what this would be showing, that these are like a heavy code. Like, okay, this just would be like a dummy code, so that our code feels that this is a like a heavy code which is running. Okay, I'll show you that once we finish the coding. I'll show you that how the particular things are working. Okay, we are running the loop for the 5 milliseconds. Okay, so this particular thing is there. Okay, now we will be returning from this function. What we will be returning? We will be returning a component. Okay, I think so. Okay, what we will be returning? We will be returning a component from here. Okay, okay, the class name is already in the CSS, which is of card. The class name is of row, and we'll be sharing the border tag, and I am passing the label. The label which is being passed here is being shown here in this particular place. Okay, and I'll do the render count. I'll also tell you the okay. Okay, now I'll be adding the same count plus functionality that I have added before. On click, set count of C getting to C plus 1. All the rest things would be same. And here what I'll be doing, I'll be doing the child command Z child name, or the label would be. Now first I'll tell you the control flow of the code, and then I'll show you that how we optimized it. Okay, because some people are facing the issues in the code structure. Okay, I'll explain you through this. So what we did, we made a function which is render count. It will be taking some name from it and will be showing that name to us on our UI. Suppose what you say, you come to app.jsx, you import day one after. Okay, this is the main page. So we are importing the day one from this particular structure. Okay, and we will be showing it here. Okay, app.jsx day one after. Okay, you can just copy paste this particular thing from here. You come to this, so you can see the after part also. Okay, so now let me just tell you the control flow of the code, how the flow of control code is working, that we made after.jsx. Okay, so we made a function which will be taking a name. Okay, this particular thing is having a current value also. So what it will be returning us, it will be returning us the name which it has got, and the current value of C. Okay, we have made another constant which is child, but what is different from the previous code is that we are using React.memo. So what this React.memo will do, it will compare this particular code while re-rendering to the previous one. Okay, it's so it sees that there is nothing much that has changed from the previous, nothing much, like nothing have changed from the previous code. So this particular code would not be re-rendered again because I have not touched it. Okay, so in the main component, what we are doing, we are actually calling this child and render count from the above. Okay, and these are the child that has been formed. The child is actually the card. Okay, okay, this particular code flow of things are clear. Now I'll show you that how we optimized. So what was happening before, when we were doing count plus plus, I'll just inspect it, console. So what is happening, that I have not even touched the card A, card B, card C, but still what is happening, they are getting re-rendered. I want that this particular thing should not happen again. So what I did, I used React memo. React memo, this React memo do, it memoized it, and what it will do, now we will write the console.log. So you will not see this console log statement again and again when I'll doing the count plus plus. Okay, so what is happening now? Now what I will be consoling log, that now I am not re-rendering. Okay, so you will see that here. Okay, you go to after. For the first time, that would be there, because for the first time the page loads, right? So this particular statement would be there, that's perfectly fine. But what we'll do when we do count plus plus, see, count plus plus is happening. Let me zoom again. This is the maximum zoom I think that I can do. So see the count thing, the count is getting 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, but there is nothing on the console log, and even on this particular thing. So what is happening, that we are touching this count plus plus. I have not touched card A, card B, card C, and I wanted that these should not be changed or re-rendered. So we have achieved our optimization. Okay. Sir, please explain the code. I think, okay, so I'll explain you. So I think our coding part is done now. I have shown you the optimization. I have shown you the before and the after part. Now I'll be taking some doubts. Then I'll be revising the whole things that we did today. Okay. Uh, and then I think you're good to like go. Okay. So I'm looking at the chat session. If anyone has doubt, first ask me, then I'll revise that what we have done. Okay, so someone has asked that, sir, please explain the code that you have written before optimization. Yes, yes, excessive re-rendering can slow down the performance. Okay, I'll show you that also. Okay, okay. Don't know the code. Okay, you are not able to get the code that I have written. So for that I'll just explain you. But do one thing, that like before, like you can watch the optimization bootcamp, but do one thing, that just watch that bootcamp that I had taken on the basics of like the React lab optimization. In that what I did, I actually explained all the hooks, so it would be more easy for you to catch that. But even if that particular part is not clear, I'll just explain you that what I have written. I have written this particular function, which will be taking up the name and will be showing the current value of the, which will be showing us the name and the current value of this particular C. Okay, so it is used here, this particular thing, page and count. These are the particular thing which is due to this particular code. Okay, the child thing is this, the child code is actually referring to this card A, card B, card C. This is the code for card A, card B, card C. Okay, because we are rendering here three times, the child three times with the label of card A, card B, card C. So it actually catches the label and shows us the card A, card B, card C three times. Okay, so what the, okay, okay, so this particular code would be returning the whole page, and this is the whole code that we have written. Okay, I think the code would be clear. Sir, why page number increases with the count? Okay, this particular thing is just for you, right? This would be the number that have been there if there have been no optimization. Okay, I have shown you in the console log part. Okay, that's the same thing. That's the same thing, the console part and all. Okay, you can just that's not the main part. You can just skip that for now if you're not able to understand. The main part was that. Okay, so someone is saying that, sir, I stuck in the terminal part. Okay, you stuck in the terminal part, right? So let me just see, you can just come up here. These would be the notes that would be shared to you in the community group. Okay, so this is the uh, command line structure that you should be following. Okay, I'll these notes would be shared to you in the community group itself. Okay. So for now, if you are stuck in the terminal part, these are the command line structure that I that I made. Okay. So if anyone has any other doubt, okay, I'll share my LinkedIn. Okay, explain use ref hook, please. Okay. So see, I'll explain you, but you should watch the boot camp on the hooks. Okay. Though I'll tell you. Okay. So what this use ref is doing? Okay, this use ref is a hook. What it do, it actually on re-render it actually do not lost it value. So this is the one line definition that I can tell you for now, because otherwise it would be a more long session and we will be diverted from our the code that we will be writing. Okay, so in one line, if I want to tell you, use ref is nothing. What it will do, it will remember the value that has updated. So suppose seek current plus plus, if there goes one, on re-rendering it will not get back to zero, it will remain one. Okay, due to which you are able to see uh, this particular thing, that if you are doing count plus plus 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, this particular thing is due to use ref, that we are re-rendering but this count is not getting lost. Okay, so I think we can just revise that what we did, what optimization we did. We started with the Amazon site, that how the optimization is taking a place. So what is happening when you are doing plus here? So now we'll be revising, just focus on it. So it would be more good for you. Okay. Okay, right, this would be clear to you. So what is happening if you are doing plus here? What is happening, only this component of the page is getting reloaded, not the other two. Okay, so what it provided, it provided a fast response to the user. Okay, to the user. So it is actually doing on the less work on the server side, is equals to, you can say, is equals to a good response to a user, or a fast response to the user. And that should also happen, right? Because I am not touching these two particular part of the page. Okay, I am only touching this particular part, so only this is getting repainted or re-rendered, not the other two component. Okay, so the same thing I try to implement through a very, what you say, through a very minimal code and a good approach. So what I have did, that on the count plus plus, what is happening, these card A, card B, card C are getting re-rendered. I have not even touched them. Okay, but they are getting re-rendered, right? So what the React do, actually gives us a optimization technique which is called memo, React.memo. So what this React.memo do, it actually compares the code, or you can say a shallow compare, that it would see, yes, there is nothing changed from the previous state, so I'll not re-render it. Okay, so this is what has been used in the Amazon site also, and we have also implemented in our code. Okay, so in our code, what we were doing before, we were rendering these child, like the card A, card B, card C is the this particular code, this particular child code. Okay, so what we are doing, before we have not memoized it. Okay, we have not used React memo. So due to which, what is happening, let's go to inspect. Okay, now just do I have actually made a console log statement which is saying that you didn't touched me, but I am still re-rendering. Okay, so what you do, you do count plus plus. See, there are this particular, you didn't even touched me, and I am getting re-rendered. This is of, what you say, the this re-rendering is happening of no use. Okay, and it is actually creating a mess for us. Okay, so someone was asking that this particular code, why you have written this particular code, is actually making us a dummy, what you say, dummy expensive operation. Suppose what you do, make it 100 here. Okay, you will see that how much slow is our loading, how much slow our loading becomes. See, you will see that count is loaded after some time. Okay, okay, this is actually making our operations really expensive, and we are not, and when we are re-rendering it, these particular child operation are getting re-rendered out of no use. We were not even using them, and they are getting re-rendered. So what we did in the after part, we actually what we did, we used the React memo. What this React memo would do, it will compare with the previous one and will say, yes, you have not changed much, so I'll not re-render you. Okay. So this was the real world application, and we have also implemented in our code also. So what you will see that in the after section, if you just refresh it, go to one after. So when we are doing plus here, you are not able to see this now. Now I am not re-rendering. Okay, for the one time it will come because we have loaded the page. Card A, card B, card C have shown on the page, so for the one time it will definitely happen, but unnecessary re-rendering is not happening now. So this is what the goal we wanted to achieve today. Okay, and this is what the real world application and the we implemented in our code. If anyone has any doubt now, you can just ask me. Okay, you are asking about use ref again. Okay, so what is use ref? So in one line, I can say that use ref is actually kind of a hook, which will be actually preserving the value of C in the re-rendering. Means when the re-render happens, the value of C would not be getting pointed to zero again. So this is what the use ref is. So you can watch the React hook lab also, that the previous boot camp. It would be very much useful for you. Okay. So now you can ask me any doubt that if you have with the particular part that we did today. Okay. So I think all things would be clear to you. Okay, sir, does any boot camp is there for complete React? See, till now, I think there is no complete bootcamp for React. But what you can start with, you can just start with the previous bootcamp. You will easily get that the basics of the what you say React and the hooks. That is very that would be very useful for you. Okay. You can just ask me doubts in the comment section if you have any. Okay, because I think this particular part would be very much interesting for you, because these all things are those things which you are using in your own real life also, and when you code it, it actually feels very amazing, I think. Okay, suppose, so please carry us with you. Okay, like with the code, like when I'm writing the code. See, I have already made things easy for you. I have already provided you my GitHub link, in which there, like, I'm not saying that we are copying. We are copying the component, and we are writing the main logic which we want to understand. I think I am able to clear that what logic we are writing. Okay, okay, we are just okay. So I think so. You are okay. What is your GitHub link? Let me provide. Okay. Let me provide you my GitHub link. Sir, which one is not have to re-render that part will put on use memo? Yes, right, right, right. Oh, okay, like not like we don't want re-rendered, but what this particular thing is doing, it will be comparing this particular code with the previous one, and it will see yes, it has not changed. So I will not re-render it. Okay, I'll remain it constant. So both, what you say, both thoughts are clear, both thoughts are right. Okay, in this particular thing, yes, like that we don't want it to re-render, we didn't re-render. Okay, so okay, I think people are having some doubt in the code. See, Parth, I have explained that I'll tell you the one line definition, but please watch the user. There have been a 20-30 minutes that has been spent on use ref when we were doing a React lab on the hooks. Okay, okay, I think we will. So talking about in one line, what this use ref will do, use ref will actually stores the value of C. So what is happening? Suppose when you are doing count plus plus count say. So are you able to get my point? We re-rendered before. Yes, yes. We re-rendered on the count, but the count value didn't change to 0. So the use what this use ref did, it actually stored the 7 in it. When we did count plus plus on re-rendered, it didn't went back to 0. It went to 9. That we actually wanted. So use ref does this. Okay. So GitHub link. Yes, yes. I'll be sharing these notes. Okay. These are the day one notes. In this my GitHub link is also there, and the npm command also, npm commands also are there. So some people were having like I think a difficulty in the terminal section, so they'll be easily able to get this particular thing. Uses memory address or object for getting value. So it actually what it does in a very simple language, it is not as complicated as you are thinking of. Okay, I'll share my LinkedIn. Wait for a minute. I'll share my LinkedIn. So what this particular use ref is saying, I'll store the value of C. On re-rendering, it will not come back to 0. It will start from where it left. All this. Okay, you can just watch the use like what you say, the hooks React lab that I have made in the previous bootcamp. Okay, sharing my LinkedIn. Okay, okay. I'll share with the what you say. I'll share with the notes itself. Okay, that's not a big problem. Okay, anyone has any doubt, you can ask. Sir, a React component re-renders when a state or prop changes. Yes, yes. When we are like what you're saying. Okay, let me show you that what you're saying. You're saying correct. Okay, you're right. So what we did on click, I want the count to be plus. Okay, so this I think use state is the one which actually re-renders. Okay, at it re-renders and show you count plus. So you are right in this particular thing. A React component re-renders whenever this particular count changes, it get re-rendered. Okay. Yes. So what we did, as soon as this count changes, we use the use state here. Okay. So when this particular count changes, it got set count and it get re-rendered. Okay. So this was the basic idea that we did count plus plus and it got re-rendered, and we are seeing 13, 14, 15, 16 as soon as we are clicking on the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So on while doing coding, web shop app, how to write code for re-rendering. How to write code for re-rendering. Okay, like okay, so you can, okay, I think you are not clear with this the use state part. So sir, so you can do one thing. After the completion of this session, I think this session is completed. What you can do, you can just watch my last boot camp. Okay, it would be very much useful for you. Then you will be able to know that how the re-rendering is happening. Okay, sir. Okay, some other doubts. Sir, suppose if we delete an item in CRUD operation, that time also it will re-render, right? Right. It will re-render. Yes, it will re-render. Definitely, it will re-render. This memo can't we optimize that operation? Okay, so what will happen in that particular case? Let me tell you. In that particular case, the code would be same, because what is going to happen is that when we delete this particular thing, the use memo would be only applied to this particular thing. Okay, so rest other two things would remain same. Okay, you want. Okay, so this was the before state. I'll go to inspect. When I'll do count plus plus, the console logs statement are saying that you didn't even touch us, and I'm still re-rendering. This was the console log statement that I write in the card A, card B, card C section. In the day after, we used a use memo, due to which what happened, this particular statement, that is not, now I am not re-rendering, that I have mentioned in the after part, that is this part would not be consoling log, because they are using use memo in it. Okay, so now if you are doing count plus plus, count plus plus, okay, are you able to see count is getting plus plus, but this particular thing is not getting re-rendered. So this was all today. Okay, so I think all doubts are clear. So I think this CRUD operation things is also clear. So if you are deleting something, that particular thing is getting reloaded, the code remains the same. Code for this particular thing also will remain same. So there is no like what you say question of optimization in it. The code will remain same for that also. Okay, thank you. Any other doubt? Then we will like bind up the session. I think I have revised you. If someone has any doubt, you can just go back and rewatch the video. The boot camp would be available in the YouTube only. Okay. Okay. Uh, but I am just looking at the chat session. Any doubt? Okay, so this was like the whole day one boot camp, and tomorrow we will see how the stable dependencies would be there. Okay, we should pass the stable dependencies in use memo. Like, okay, one advice before like we start, I think people were having some doubt in uh, the hooks part. I'll suggest that you should watch my previous boot camp that was solely based on the hooks. It would give you a more clear picture, and you will have the like good understanding of this boot camp also. Okay, so someone is asking the notes. So be like active in the community group. There will be the note would be sent there. Notes would be there. Okay. Okay, so be like active in the community group. They will be provided there. Notes would be there. But like if you want for now, like there will be so I am sharing on, like I am opening my screen, you can just take screenshot, but I think don't take screenshot because they will be provided you. Okay, attendance link have been shared in the chat section, you can just fill out the form. Okay, do like fill the form, because you're going to. Sir, I am beginner and a college student of math honors. I know optimization, but okay. Okay, you can just do one thing. You can just go and watch my previous bootcamp. You will able to finish that particular boot camp in 1 day itself, though it is a 5 day. But you will get the basic knowledge of how the re-render happens, and then you can come back on to this particular boot camp and it will be easy for you. Okay, but I think optimization part would be clear, right? Because we are, what I'm doing, I'm actually showing you the real world application, and then we are implementing in our simple language code. Sir can send us here the notes, or see, in the community group, the notes would be shared. Okay, because if I share now, and someday if someone asks, like we were not in the session, right? We left the session, so I have to send the notes again and again. Okay, notes would be provided in the by the community group of the DevTown. Okay, you should be there. Okay, you should join that DevTown community link. Sir, code behind it. Where? Above. Okay, I think you can notes would be shared to you. All doubts are clear. Most of the doubts are clear. For the notes, stay tuned in the community group. They'll be shared there. Okay. Okay. So I think all things are clear. We can end the session. Okay. Bye bye. Oh, okay. Attendance form is there in the in the chat section. You can just fill out the form, because if you don't fill out the form, you will not going to get the attendance, the certificate. Okay, someone is asking about the attendance. Attendance form have been shared. It is pinned. It will be pinned in your what you say, the live chat section. Okay. Now I think we can end the session. Okay. Goodbye. Goodbye. Bye. Have a nice day. Bye. See, like you can skip, but if you know the re-rendering part, like you can skip the that particular thing. But it would be great that if you watch that, it will give you more clarity about that what the re-rendering is happening. Okay, so okay, bye.